Today we're going to take a closer look during a second read of a collection of cultures. And as we do this, it's going to help us understand the more difficult or complex parts of the text. And we're going to use things like cause and effect, main idea with details, and then we're also going to discuss some of the writer's craft, some of the things that the writer did in this particular selection, like using headings and some declarative sentences. So let's go ahead and start reading A Collection of Cultures by Paul Caserta. The United States is made up of people from many other places. When people left their home countries, they did not just bring their suitcases, they also brought their traditions. Many people who came to the United States from Europe went through Ellis Island. Ellis Island is in New York Harbor, where the Statue of Liberty is. The statue welcomed people to their new country. And on this page, on these pages, I would like to take a look at declarative sentences. Now remember, when a writer gives you information, they use telling sentences. They're also called declarative sentences. Declarative sentences are telling sentences. And what's the main punctuation for telling sentences? A period. The first sentence is a declarative sentence. The United States is made up of people from many other places. It's telling you something, so it uses a period. Let's look at the next one. When people left their home countries, they did not just bring their suitcases. Now that one ends in a period. So you think that one is a declarative sentence? It absolutely is. And how about this last one? They also brought their traditions. Is that a declarative sentence? Is it telling you something? Yes, so that's why it ends with a period. Angel Island. Many people who came to the United States from Asia went through Angel Island. This island is in the San Francisco Bay in California. Because different cultures blend together here, the United States is sometimes called a mixed salad. People from many cultures live and work together. They share their traditions. Now I'd like to take a look on page 59 at this very first sentence. As we read, we look for things that happen and the reasons why they happen. So let's take a look. Because different cultures blend together here, the United States is sometimes called a mixed salad. So what do we call what happened? We call it an effect. What do we call the reason? A cause. So on page 59, the first sentence states a cause and then an effect. Because different cultures blend together here, the United States is sometimes called a mixed salad. What happened? The United States is sometimes called a mixed salad. Why? Because many different cultures blended here. All right, Chinese culture. A large part of culture is the food that people eat. People from China brought their food from their homeland. Now many shops and restaurants sell Chinese food. Now on this page, before we even go to the next page, I'd like to talk about main idea and details. Main idea and details. Now the main idea of this page, on page 60, is that people from China brought their food from their homeland. And the other two sentences are the supporting details. A large part of culture is the food we eat, and now many shops and restaurants sell Chinese food. Those are the details, and they kind of sandwich in that main idea that people from China brought their food from their homeland. Irish culture. Music is also part of a country's culture. Irish people brought instruments and songs to America. The country and bluegrass music we hear today came from traditional Irish songs. Russian culture. Russian artists have also added to American culture. We see their influence in ballet dances. We hear it in classical music. Celebrating culture. Across the United States, people celebrate the many cultures that make this country special. We share recipes and songs. We learn each other's dances and languages. In this way, we keep traditions alive while making new ones. And on this page, I just quickly wanted to take a look at the headings. And headings are used throughout this selection to help you understand what you're about to read about. So the author decided that it would be easier to organize the information that he's trying to share with you by using a heading like Russian culture. That way you know what you're about to read about, or celebrating culture, what you're about to read about. Now, before I let you go, we have one vocabulary word, and I'm going to make sure my sound is turned all the way up because I didn't think it was. This is the word influence. We see the influence, their influence in ballet dances.
Influence. Something that has the power to affect something else. See the girl read with her mom. This is a good influence on her. It affects her in a good way. Influence.
All right, so influence means something that has the power to affect something else. And in that example, the girl reading with her mother has a positive influence. It helps her become a better reader. And here we see their influence. They affect the things that we see in ballet dances and in classical music. That's how they influence the culture in the United States.